Hey Aries, your May tarot reading is ready, and I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. This includes your theme with 3 clarifiers on it, a week-to-week forecast, career and money up here, love down here, and then an affirmation for a badass. Now your theme for the month of May is Island, Solitude. Now this doesn't mean going into hermit mode like the entire month or forcing yourself into a place of loneliness, but just getting some alone time, maybe once a day, or taking like one day all to yourself to enjoy your own company and to disconnect and recharge your social battery. Now your first clarifier, you have the Queen of Swords, so you might need to cut out the noise so that you can think clearly without the influence of everyone else trying to make you responsible for their feelings. And that doesn't mean to be uncompassionate, but you could probably use an objective vantage point. And if it's not that, it's just great for letter writing, for filling out paperwork that you've been putting off, or just reading for pleasure or reading for learning. And you could be deliberating on something as well. It feels like a judge retreating to your chambers almost. Now your second clarifier is 6 of Wands. Celebrate yourself. You have so much to be proud of, and maybe you've earned a little time out of the public eye to reward yourself with some peace and quiet, or it could just be an intimate celebration with friends, but I feel like that would be more 3 of Cups energy, and you actually have that here, but still, this is more of a personal reward, I feel. Now your third clarifier, you have the 10 of Wands, so there might be a lot to do that kind of only you can do. You can't really delegate it, and with that 6 of Wands, that means you get all the credit, right? And this means it's all your accomplishment. And for others of you, it means cutting out some social distractions so that you can tackle a to-do list that maybe has been piling up or getting out of hand. Now for the first week, you have Temperance, and so it is a time of integration or harmonizing different parts of your life into a more cohesive whole. So whatever gets tossed your way is going to require a holistic approach to your problem solving. So this is also a card of alchemy, and maybe some alone time will serve you, because whatever it is that you're bringing together and trying to get to gel, it won't exactly gel if the energy of others gets into the mix. It can also be like you and your partner integrating your lives together in some way, and that's just between the two of you, so it could be a need to cut out distractions for that. Now for the second week, you have the 7 of Wands reversed. Someone could really test your boundaries at this time. Someone could take your desire for a little alone time personally, or just isn't used to you asking for that, and they might not think that you really mean it, and then just keep lurking or loitering in your space. So you might have to be pretty direct and intentional. And also compassionate too, because of all of this looks to be about you, and it's for you, and it's not about anyone else. And so you might have to help someone to understand that. Now for the third week, you have the King of Pentacles. This is delicious. It feels very luxurious, very comfortable in your skin, eating yummy food, feeling stable and feeling grounded. There's a game at my work that just came out. It's called Command of Nature. And that's just what I thought of when this came out. Command of Nature. You have command of your environment right now. So enjoy that. Let it sink in, or you sink into it. Now for the fourth week, you have the 3 of Cups. I almost forgot this was here when I started talking about that 6 of Wands. So you are celebrating with friends towards the end of the month. Maybe you could be resting up for a big event or a big gathering towards the end. Or like I had already said, maybe a more intimate gathering with only your inner circle. And like I said back at the beginning, this isn't about being lonely, but recharging and refilling your own cup, creating your own experiences and stories that you get to bring back to the table when you are sharing energy with your friends and your loved ones. Now for career and money, you have the 3 of Fire and the Burn, which is the equivalent of the Tower. And it looks like you're scanning for opportunities to make a break for it, like a great escape. So I'm going to give you a scenario. I've actually experienced this myself, and I've seen others experience it. This is just painting that exact picture for me, but it is just for illustration purposes. It doesn't mean it's what's going to happen to you or what you're going to do. But it's like when you know you're in a toxic environment, but you keep talking yourself into sticking it out. You go home every day dreading the next day, but it's steady income. You don't want to be impulsive. You think maybe it's you. Like maybe you can make it better. Maybe you can figure it out. And you're just never going to leave until one day you see an opportunity in the moment where you're clear enough. You're clear enough, you're angry enough, whatever it is, you're motivated enough, and you have to go in that moment or it's going to close. And if you don't, you're going to go home and you're going to gaslight yourself into continuing. So please hear me. This is not advice to quit your job. I am not here to tell you what to do or to tell you to quit your job. This is not what it's saying. That's not what we're here for. That's just the scenario I get. That's the image I get of someone scanning for an open door. And others of you, like that's just for some people. There's a whole other scenario here where it says like some of you might be in a company that's a sinking ship, and you know it's a sinking ship, and you know it's going to end, and so you're searching for where you're going to jump to next. And they're just wanting you, essentially, for everybody here to stay alert and to look for opportunities to leap to safety if something is becoming untenable. And even that might not even apply to everybody. Now for love, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Devil. And I swear this Nine of Pentacles is stalking my love readings this month in May. They're indicating a need to hold on to and maintain your independence right now. They mostly mean, like with the Pentacles, that's your financial independence, but like make sure you have something. I mean, it could be anything that is all yours, not ours, as they say. It's not a really ooey gooey mushy love reading this month, but they do always try to tell you what you need to know in order to maintain the health of your connections. And this is really, really specific for someone, like, please. But your partner might mean well and not mean any harm, but that doesn't mean that everyone around them is that way. So something could be taken advantage of here. And if you don't instantly already know who that is, then this doesn't apply to you. So just ignore it. Like whoever that's for already knows. Because the other thing I see here points to some studies that I've heard of about loss of attraction when someone becomes a caretaker or takes on that role in a romantic partnership. They can kind of lose that more sexual side if they're taking care of the person. And that's just, there's studies that I've read. That's not necessarily, I don't know. So I'm not going to monologue about it. It's just a little bit of a self-reflection prompt and a line of inquiry if that's something that possibly resonates with you. Now your affirmation is, I'm not a sunrise, I'm the effing sun. So there is a lot of self-discovery indicated across these cards and a regathering of personal power. So it's a time to really come into the position of driver and not passenger in your life. Okay, Aries, I hope that helps, and I will talk to you next month. Thank you.